Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Total War. Today we are back with a brand new update with Rise of Mordor that adds in 6 units of Orcs. It adds in a full Dunland roster as well as a couple more units for Gondor and the Easterlings. And today we will be defending this awesome custom map as our glorious Gondorians against the Orc horde that has found its way into Gondorian territory, and we will push them back to whence they came. So yes, new units have now been added, which is great. The new team has been working hard over the past couple months to bring in new units and armor and stuff, as the old team who originally worked, who made a lot of these Gondorian soldiers and other stuff we've been seeing for months, have now gone ahead and left the game, and it's just moved on to other stuff, and a new team has taken over, and this is kind of their first iteration. So there's a lot of people here learning how to mod for the first time or improving their modeling skills. So hopefully we'll see these models get gradually better and improved on as we continue to go. So yes, as I said, we have a army of Dunland infantry, which now has, I think, about 10 different units to them, ranging from like these hillmen with their, lightly armored clothes and these big weapons, which are kind of just made of rocks, again with like big shields. And then we also have kind of more of the elite ones, like this heavy infantry. This model looks really, really good. I like what they've done there with the shoulder blades and the shields and stuff. This Dunland heavy infantry looks great. And then we go over to the new Orc units as well. So I believe the Orcs have 5 or 6 new units, I think it was 6 in total. They have a unit like this with the Orc Pillagers. This is a heavy axe unit that they have, and I really do like the model. I think this is my favourite Orc new unit they added in. It just looks quite nice and everything really fits together. And the Orc model themselves, like this Orc model, looks really cool. I'd love to see more variants at some point in the future, but it's great for now. And the armor just really, really fits them. I'm not a huge fan of this undercloak that's on all of the Orcs, so hopefully we'll get more variants and different stuff. I feel like this kind of takes away and makes them look a lot less armored. I'd love to see like a chainmail on instead of this this kind of cloth piece. But hopefully we'll see. But as I said, it's a new team working on it. They're slowly improving, so I'm hoping that a lot of these models will be improved upon as we continue to go. Again, now we have some more Orc heavy infantry. I love this helmet right here. This helmet right there is kind of like the one we saw when Sam and Frodo go into Mordor, so I like the inspiration there. Not a huge fan of the chest piece, but the shield looks really nice, and the sword as well with the model underneath. Looks very, very cool. So that's kind of like the medium tier Orc infantry that we get, and we've just got a bunch of them. They're going to be kind of holding up the front lines, pushing forward with their maces. And then I believe back here, now we have the kind of super crappy Orc infantry. These are basically just slaves, hardly any armor, just given a sword, given a shield, and thrown into combat. And you can see quite a few different variants in shield and weapon and stuff. So again, these guys are basically just a really, really weak infantry. I love the Orc models, so hopefully we can get a few more variants, maybe bigger ones, smaller ones, because they do look really cool. And a lot of the helmets as well are quite nice. So we also have that. Then we have some Orc Archers, which are going to be over here. And something to note as well is there's a lot of them in a unit. So for my Gondorians, there's only 160 men. But for these guys, there's 200 units in a 200 characters in a normal Orc warband. And these Archers have 240 men in their unit. So they're not necessarily going to be doing, great damage with their weapons. However, there's just going to be so many of them being shot at the opponents that they'll rack up the kills, just because of their sheer numbers. We also have some halberd units. So where are the halberd units for the Orcs? Sorry, both of these factions are very mixed up, and there's more of the Dunland elite infantry. Don't quite know how they managed to field such elite infantry. Obviously, these are like the nobles. Here we go. So here are some more Orc pikes right now. We got back here again, just kind of similar armor, more rusty chain plates and stuff. We have some pretty long pikes. I believe there's another unit somewhere, Orc-wise. We can find them later on. I also love this Dunland unit. This Dunland unit looks pretty goddamn badass. They've kind of got like Saruman has allowed them to use some of the arsenal for the Uruk-hai. So they've kind of got bits and bobs from that, which I think is just kind of really, really cool. And then the huge axes. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get this battle started. We are going to, as I said, be playing as the Gondorians. You guys have seen the Gondorian infantry millions of times, but I can never fail to enjoy seeing them. I mean, just look at that. That is just beautiful right there. Enemy approaching indeed. Oh yeah, and this is the new Gondorian unit that's been added. These guys right here. I really love this bit of armor on the chest, just kind of to protect the head a little bit more, or the neck area. This is really cool. These are like kind of, I guess, like coastal guard, I think they're called, which is nice. So the AI is going to be pushing for this province right now, taking that capture point, which isn't too bad. We have a ton of archers. Let's just go ahead and give him a volley. We'll begin this battle. Give him a volley, sir. Oh no, I told him to advance by mistake. No, I pressed the wrong button. I just ruined it. Reform, boys. Quickly reform and give him a volley. We've got a few lone Dunland axemen coming in. I should probably tell my infantry as well. Form that shield wall. I can't form it from everyone. Everyone else I can form shield wall. And we'll see our Gondorians preparing themselves to battle. Okay, now give them a volley. There we go. The Gondorians are preparing their bows. Unleashing a couple arrows off on the Dunland infantry. Okay, but we got a lot more men coming in now, so let's reform up the line a little bit. We have some spearmen back here as well, which I guess we'll turn around just to reform up this oncoming orc line. And we'll get our archers. I probably want to save all my archer ammunition to help shoot their archers, because as I said, they've got a lot, so we want to try and defend that as best as we can. So yeah, but just reforming a little bit, getting ready to defend the village. And you guys can form a nice little shield wall as well. As the first orc bands charge into our lines. I like as well how the orcs are a little bit shorter as well. So we can actually see the orcs fighting now. Smashing against the line. I wouldn't mind even on Ultra to see the orcs maybe having a couple more. We're also bringing up their pikemen as well. This unit is probably going to ruin me, because I don't really have pikes of my own. But it's up to my Gondorians to fight hard. I made sure to give them some really elite men as well, so it's not like this is just going to be an easy battle. Okay, archer-wise, our archers need to be taking out their missiles, that's for sure. Shoot their archers with everything you've got, because, as I said, the archers will rack up kills, and our infantry is, good enough to hold. Can they come around the back here? I hope they can't get in through the back. I mean, we have our general back here. We also have a trebuchet as well. I think we'll give him a trebuchet volley. The AI is actually outmaneuvering me there. Okay, let's load up the trebuchet. It's slowly turning. Let's go ahead and give them hell. Send them back to the abyss whence they came. This trebuchet was built much in advance. And here we go, gonna come in. Oh, that's a big hit right in the center of their ranks. And I think this thing can shoot for quite a while, so I managed to get it just to shoot their missiles for a bit. Had some fun with that. Yeah, they've smashed me on this flank. Let's advance up the more infantry we brought up. We also have a unit of cavalry off there as well. We've got some halberds. I mean, these archers look like they're kind of struggling a little bit. The infantry's doing great elsewhere, though. Rest of the missiles, just focus that. Oh, god damn. I have been neglecting this. Okay, let's play a little bit on slow-mo, just so I don't get completely outplayed by the AI, because that would not be good, right, if I ended up losing this battle. The Gondorians have to hold, and we want to get some good close-ups as well of the new Orc units and the new Dunland units. Dunland looks great. I really like the look of Dunland. Maybe just more assets being added here and there. And I think that's kind of very much the plan from now on, is more frequent updates for the mod. And then just slowly improve on them updates as they go along, like maybe not necessarily have the complete finished product of a unit right away for everything, but then you eventually go ahead and just improve maybe a unit from 2 patches ago, and the next patch would be a nice little assaultman. I like that idea. I much prefer that idea. It's better just to get the content out there and improve it later, as long as it's at a good standard, which I think most of these units are. And then kind of improving them later on, because you got to remember as well, the new team is just finding its groove. It's trying to get into the work of how everything does play, and I think they've made some great progress, and they definitely seem like they're in a great direction to make this mod great by putting in hard work. So massive shout out to them. Oh my god, the AI is focusing down my goddamn halberds. Let's bring these guys back so they don't all die. So we are all focusing their missiles, trying to take out these orc hunters. They're kind of just like really weak men. There's 240 of them in the unit, and in these formations it's hard to pin them down and send them back. They're really focusing their positions elsewhere across the Empire. The artillery is still going as well, trying to find some damage. Okay, let's go ahead and push up some halberds though. Looks like they've made a breakthrough here on my missiles. And we got our infantry up here with our cavalry as well. The Swan Knights are fighting bravely. What the hell is this as well? Halt? Okay, interesting. Fatigue, charge bonus. Oh yeah, so there's a bunch more abilities now. So the guy who basically made the overhaul mod is working on, I believe, all the stats now, which is great because he has some really good ideas. So hopefully he'll make these battles really fun and interesting. perfect if I could get like a good screenshot there of like these Swan Knights fighting the Orcs. That'd be amazing. The Swan Knights are just so clean. Like, I love the variations as well that have been added to these Swan Knights. You know, a bit more neck armor. They're just like amazing, and like more coats as well. Really, really good. I mean, look at that battle right there. As a Lord of the Rings fan, you don't want much more, you know. Finally some Orcs here. Finally new Orcs, you know, and now you've got like everything else. Battle lines, cavalrymen fighting, Gondorians, cool buildings. That is pretty awesome right there. Definitely a big fan of this new update. Really, really liking what they've done. We're seeing the Orcs as well, fighting hard. Gondorian spearmen trying to keep the enemy at bay though. It'll be interesting to see how they do end up balancing them. Obviously, the Orcs already have a few more men. I feel like far too often, the evil factions are given a hard kind of, I don't know what to say, like a hard kind of stats, you know. They're just never normally as good as the good guys, which makes it very rare that the evil factions will win. So it's always good to see the evil factions being given some love. And I imagine once the trolls are technically already in the game, but they're still very much a work in progress. I've done a couple videos on them before. Slaughtered the Orcs over here. So yeah, they're very much a work in progress, and hopefully we'll see more improvements made to them, you know, at some point in the future. Got our halberds there. This is like we're kind of wrapping them up though. The missiles are still causing me a few issues, and they've broken through here in the center. Let's push in these guys. Use these missiles again to kill their missiles. And the nice thing is we can always fall back, you know. It's not like we're completely outmaneuvered or anything. Looks like we're winning this right flank. So let's start taking a few of these infantrymen and bringing them back over here. But we obviously march into battle. You guys take care of that one now. Quickly, men. Get to battle. Get to formation. We need more reinforcements. The enemy are pushing through our lines. We have been commanded to make our way over. The men of Dunland are fighting fierce, and look at that. Oh my god. They had completely smashed through that position. I should really be taking command, but this just looks too awesome. The artillery's still going in as well. The archers have been overwhelmed. Okay, archers, get your asses out of there. You need to fall back. These halberds go in. Oh my god, our entire flank has just absolutely collapsed. Reinforce the line. God, you guys must think I'm such a noob right now, but I love doing this. I love just kind of taking a nice cinematic view and just having the enemy overwhelm my position like they're doing right now. Granted, we still have a lot of elite units. Okay, let's send up some spearmen now to reinforce. We have some more axemen we can reinforce. Lots of spearmen. Battle is definitely not over yet. We will make them pay. Let's get around, start assaulting. Plenty of infantry over here as well. Them archers are going to be a problem though. Mark my words. The artillery is out, but we also have a supply wagon. We can pop that off, just resupply everyone. I think in 10 seconds, these get more ammunition back, which will be perfect. Archers can kind of come back round, maybe around here, and we'll commit more axemen over here as well. Okay, seems like a good plan. Let's send forth all legions, collapse our infantry, and continue to fight for the Orcs every single step of the way. Orcs are trying their best to break through. Seems like we've got them on the run. They shot my supply wagon. Oh my god, what a bunch of... that's just rude. You know, guys, not shoot any of this, or is it too close? Just shoot over there then. Nice, more of our axemen have turned up. Axemen, get your asses stuck into this little engagement right here against the men of Dunland. Dunland, like, they had some really good units. Like, a lot of crappy units, but they have, like, kind of smaller elite ones. It'd be nice, because I imagine these Dunland elite axemen have a lot of men in them, right? Yeah, 160. It'd be nice for a faction like Dunland when they have a few more units to kind of have a nice little variation between having some really small, like, elite units, maybe like some really strong 60-man units, and then the rest of their roster are like these big 200-man units, you know? That'd be kind of a nice way to show... kind of like a nice way to show, like, the elite guard. Like, there's not, I'm sure there's a very big difference in Dunland between the super rich and the super poor, you know. I mean, even the rich aren't exactly rich. I really like the new weapons as well. I'll try and find some of the Orc weapons. They look quite cool. Obviously, got the axes there. But yeah, even like these weapons here are pretty nice. It's like rusty. Like some like maces and stuff. They're just looking to try and hit people over the head. Basically just anything. The sword right there. It's kind of cool, like a really rusty sword. Okay, we're going to have to reinforce as well, obviously. Keep on sending more men in. More axemen. I mean, we still have a lot of fight left in us. Even though it does look like they kind of have broken through my defense. You know, we're back here for a reason. We're here to kind of hold off until, you know, the bitter end. Maybe I just managed to smash this other flank as well. As we said, we are reinforcing here. Let's send forward some more men. Because the nice thing is, the morale's never normally that great, so we can always break them. And let's go ahead and set a focus fire down here. So these archers will just focus down this little clump of men they have. More infantry being brought up as well. More Gondorians. Quickly, men. Forward. Forward into the battle. Already a bit bloody. You see that soldier right there, covered in blood. The artillery is still coming off as well. Throw out more spear infantry. Basically, let's just get everyone attacking, you know. I feel like our men are just better quality. Give us some time, and we'll break them down. There we go. Moving around this flank now. We will hold the city, and we'll remove this this orc filth from our land. Let's go, boys. Form up there, sending some units right there. So we might even want to try and chase down some of their missiles. As I said, their missiles are good. Like, you might think, oh, they're just orcs. I hate that shadow bug as well. You might think they're just orcs, but no, no, no. The orcs can hold their own. That lighting bug is so annoying. It's so, I wish they would go back and just sort Attila out. Attila is the game that has been forgotten. It really, really has. And it's such a shame. Like, I really wish they'd just go back and fix the issues the game has, because there are so many bugs and small fixes that would be really nice if they just went back and cleaned up, you know. Set this unit on frenzy, charging against the Dunland axes. Oh god, we don't fare too well on that charge. I mean, it's because they're in that special formation, that's why. I give you a bit of my men in special formation, but I'm like, whatever. It's just a fun engagement, you know. More archers coming in as well. God, sorry if you have epilepsy, because like this is just brutal. So much flashing lights. Oh, it's a beautiful spear kill right there. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. This is like the only piece of the orc armor I don't like right here. It just looks really, really stiff. Like it doesn't fit the orc body. But again, that's something I'm sure they'll be working out as they continue to add more and more iterations. It's great what they're doing, don't get me wrong. We don't want to sound negative or anything. And I'm sure, you know, this stuff will be improved on the more and more they do it. It's really, really awesome. Don't want to come across negative in any way, because I'm super happy this mod is getting updates. And the team is working extremely hard to make it happen. You know, they only took over this mod like, what, 3-4 weeks ago? And they're already starting to, you know, consolidate, add stuff, improve stuff. So, you know, it's only going to be up from here, hopefully. And I wanted to give a massive thank you to all the team working on this, because again, it's all fair free time. None of them have to do this, and that's why mods are so great. I just wish Total War would give more effective modding tools, because some of the stuff that can be just greatly created, you know, if look, just, I mean, I know it's an example that's been used a million times, but just take a look at oh my god, this lighting bug is so annoying. I know it's turn off shadows, but then it looks gross. The turn off shadows, it looks awful. Is this going to be okay? That's a little bit okay. Just look at Medieval 2, for example. You know, I know that's the oldest example in the book, but it's so true. Medieval 2, as a game, is good, but it's nothing like out of this world vanilla. You add in the modding capability with Third Age, with stainless steel, and just everything else. And it takes it from like I'd say an amazing game, actually, not just a good game, an amazing game, to a legendary game. A game that will go down as like an iconic game in the series, you know? And it's just a shame. You know, that modding has kind of fell off. And I guess that's mainly down to Warhammer. Because obviously they can only use assets because of a license. It kind of forces them to then not be able. There's no point Creative Assembly giving everyone loads of tools because it's like against their contract. They won't be allowed to do Warhammer games if they let people preach on the IP. So they can only give people tools that allow them to mess around with pre-existing. And as good as the modding community is for Warhammer, they're only limited in what they can do. I mean, at least their mod tools work compared to the tools for Attila, which are just utter crap. It would be just so nice if they like, what would be amazing, which would never happen, but if it did, like, if they just gave mod tools, like campaign mod tools for Rome 2 and for Attila Total War, my god, the amazing things people could create. Yeah, obviously you would infringe on IPs and stuff, but hey, that's not your fault. You gave the mod tool, like, that's not Creative Assembly's fault, and I'm sure there'd be no implication back. You know, it's like, we created these with intention of people just improving the pre-existing campaign, you know. And just think, even in the context of no other IPs you gave Rome 2 campaign mod tools. Imagine what DEI could do with proper mod tools, with population and supply. What Ancient Empires could do with Attila. You could even create your own campaigns, your own campaign maps. Alexander the Great, you know. There's just so much potential, and it's a shame that it hasn't been capitalized on. Also, this battle is extremely close. I went off on a rant there, but the Orcs are routing now by the looks of it. Yeah, look at the Orcs flee. The Orcs are running for their lives. Some of the house is actually burning, though, as the Orcs do get out of here. With the dust they're kicking up as well. Yeah, they are just getting the hell out of here. This battle is crazy close, though, surprisingly. Somehow, it's as close as it is. More infantry in there, archers there. Should probably be taking it a little bit more seriously, then, as we do want to win this. They're going to be pushing the center now as well. Can we get back on that artillery piece? Let's spread out a little bit. Let's just kill off these guys. What do they have left? A lot of units we can probably rout. You guys go kill that. We need to go kill that general. We kill the general, we probably win the battle. Okay, great. Everyone's in there. Well, we're fighting some decent spearmen. These guys are actually pretty decent for Dunland. Nice little stab to the head there. Let's continue to move on. Outmaneuver the enemy. Surround them and then take them down. You guys keep on pushing. We're routing them now. Looks like we've got this one, thank God. It was looking pretty scary for one point. They made a big push in the center. It was looking pretty scary, but thankfully my men held the line. They fought bravely. Continue to put pressure on these guys. There's only really the elite units left remaining. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the mod team can do. Adding in new, more elite orc units, like proper fully chainmailed ones, and you know, like Orc Mordor units along with trolls. It's really great, really good. Like I'm super excited to see. You know, this is just the beginning for this mod team now. Super excited to see what they can create. Hopefully some awesome stuff. And obviously, you know, you'll be able to find it out first on the channel. So if you guys want to continue to see more about this mod, best thing to do is just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Whenever there's a new update, whenever there's new custom maps, I will be one of the first people to do it. So be sure just to kind of jump over on the channel here. Look at the Orcs flee across the river. Victory is ours. Back you go, Orc scum. Looks like we've claimed victory this day. Yeah, the rest of the units are all gone now. Just this last unit of Blood Avengers. I mean, they kind of staying true to their name, right? The Blood Avengers right there. But now even they flee the battle, and victory is ours. GG. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, see what kills, if your kills did too great. Now, one of the things I will mention is that a lot of the time, the AI, for some reason, their units just seem to be a lot worse than when a player uses them. Not necessarily, like, obviously micro-wise in positioning, they're going to be bad. But even just, like, one-on-ones, the Gondorians and stuff, like their player-controlled units always seem to do a lot better. Whereas when you take on the multiplayer 1v1, the Orc unit just ends up doing better. So, you know, don't think these guys are just utter trash. I mean, these Orc rabble are utter trash, but the Orc warriors, you know, are a little bit better. And some of them do have a couple hundred kills. This unit has 271, which is pretty impressive. Over in the Gondorian, oh my god, like 500 kills in the infantry. Wow. I mean, again, a lot of these guys probably just killed the Orc rabble, which has 250 men in a unit. So, you know, take that with a pinch of salt. It's a bit kind of disappointed in these Orc pikes, but maybe they just didn't get into the right engagement. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you guys think of the new update down below. Are you going to be loading up Rise of Mordor again for a few battles? If you are looking to play some more battles, be sure to join my Discord. I'll leave a link in the comments down below. You can join my Discord, be a part of it. And then hopefully I will see you there on the Discord. Also, make sure to go check out the new Rise of Mordor Discord that's on going. I'll link that as well down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.